Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas, and I have the pleasure of standing between these two dedicated, devoted individuals who happens to be related to each other as husband and wife, and they have been active on the art, literature, cultural, religious scene of New York for many, many years, I would say, for at least 2 to 3 decades. Sridhar Shanmugam is an accomplished dancer, and also Rupa Sridharji has been a source of his inspiration as well as his support continuously on all the ventures. But right now, what we are talking about is very, very important, significant, relevant for all of us because we all are guided by planets in some way, and especially the role of Lord Shaneeswara is important, and I will have both of them share more about that. But let me thank them first for offering a wonderful temple for the New Yorkers as well as those who come from far off. And she's the president and he's the founder of this Shani temple. And Sridharji, talk to us a little bit more about how it came into being.
Yeah, it's very interesting. November 2012, Rupa had a dream, and it was a crow which came and started talking to her, but then she didn't understand what it was. And later, the next couple of dreams were when our Guruji, we have an ashram in India called the Lalita Ashram, he had come in into a dream. After Samadhi, he had attained Samadhi 35 years back. He came in a dream and said, Rupa, you have to see all the Shivakaras. He showed all the Shivakaras, showed Saneeswara and said, do Abhishekam and build a temple for him. After the dream, I did consult a couple of, I consulted Kanchikamakoti Peetam, Sharda Peetam, and also I went to North India, Jyotirmat, and everybody said, ek pattar rako or build a temple. So that's how the whole process came in, and my mission was not to just build one temple. I said Navagrahas play such an important role in our day-to-day life, and they do all the planning of what, who, and what we are, who we are, and where we lead ourselves to. So I thought we should build 9 temples in 9 cities in US, where it'll be the first of its kind in the world outside India. So we created a project around it, and the first temple is dedicated to Saneeswara, and he's called the Sarvamangala Saneeswara in New York, and it was his decision to come to New York.
Sarvamangala Saneeswara temple, and the seed came to Rupaji in dream. And Rupaji, many times we have dreams and then next morning we forget about it. Or some dream like this where you wanted to take it seriously. Did you question what was it, etc.? So talk to us about that period when first you were processing the dream and its implication, and you shared it with Sridharji.
Namaste, Jai Shri Shani Deva. And it's everybody in their life, they get a dream day to day. But especially this dream, I also never knew this is going to come true. So this is the beyond all the human power that the Supreme Lord gave me and my husband to do this wonderful. There is a cause behind that.
So there is a cause behind it, and before we started talking, Sridharji said she talks very less, and she proved it. She proved her husband right. So Sridharji, but I'll try and talk to her off and on. So I come back to you. When she shared the dream, was there some sort of a previous background to both of you having a sense of nearness to Saneeswara?
No, it's not Saneeswara. But what happened was my grandfather was one of the root, supporters for building a Sai Baba temple in Bangalore. And my father's side, my family had dedicated themselves for building a Shiva temple in near Virupuram. So there is a trace to go back that, also my great-grand aunt built a Vale temple the Scepter Temple for Subramanya in Bangalore. So the trace is there, but we never thought we would be building a temple because This particular dream was persistent. First, when she said this crow is coming and saying something, I would just brush her off by saying, "You're watching too many Harry Potter films." So that, like, but then she used to say, "No, it's nothing about film. He's coming and saying something to me." So this happened frequently, and when this frequentness came up, and then followed by the Swamiji coming in, followed by Swamiji coming and saying that you have to pay attention to the dream, we thought there was something behind it, and there's a mission which we have to just start rolling it in, and that's how we came in. It's not like we took a decision, like any other temple, like build a Ganesha temple or a Sai Baba temple or a Rama temple, but this is absolutely a tangent. We've taken Saneeswara, built a temple for him, and you know how it is. It's such, many would have, many are scared about Saneeswara temple, but here, what my philosophy is, if they come, they understand how magnanimous he is, how, he's the most pleasant and compassionate person in the whole, and he's been differently manifested in the community. So
many of us have heard about Sade Sati of Shani Dev, and there is a personal bonding with different forms of deity, whether you worship Lord Krishna, Jagadamba, Lord Shiva. Devotees have a way of having a sort of a communication with the form which represents infinite. And Rupaji, leaving aside the temple for now, you have been communicating in your own way with devotion with Lord Shani. So talk to us about, as he said, magnanimous, and anything in terms of the, if I use the word, properties or nature of Shani Maharaj.
Nature of Shani Maharaj, I mean, of course, everybody knows that he's a Lord of justice. So the people who are around me, and even my own brother, my husband, everybody says, whatever the correct things, that's the one I said, this is the correct. Whether you're a husband or a son or mother, whatever, if they're wrong, wrong. If I am wrong, I'm wrong. So probably he might have liked those kind of qualities, and my Purva Janmas, my mom's prayer, her wishes. He came to us to open that thing. I couldn't able to speak. I'm getting the goosebumps.
So justice is the mantra or the key word which comes to us from Rupaji, and taking that with us, Sridharji, there are various ways in which one would move towards realizing a dream. Now, the idea, you were convinced, building a temple for Lord Shani, then a lot of challenges. Here we are talking in New York, and even if it is India, I mean, you will have the challenges of resources and all that. So how was it? You, if I may say that to our viewers, that you are not a millionaire, so you spare that much money. I mean, you had to find a way to make it happen by the grace of the Lord.
Yeah, in fact, when we first wrote the project, like all the vigrahas and the initial transportation from India to here, and all the requirements for the temple were all sourced from India, and that was completely taken care by Rupa's family and her brothers. They just said, we will write off everything and we'll do all the best to make this happen. And then when it came here, we needed the space and we needed the other requirements, where we had a couple of friends, and whatever small earnings we had, we put everything into it. And also there were a couple of friends who came forward, and then they said, let's start it off. But sustaining the temple has become a very difficult gesture, because it's not a popular temple where people will throng to come. B is, it's a temple which people fear. The reason is they are not the ajnana, the non-awareness of what it should be. People fear to come to Saneeswara temple, which is over a period of years and centuries that has been rubbed into the society, that they still carry it on and they think it is what it is. So there are good friends. We do lots of programmings. We do lots of activities which bring in people, which make people to commit certain things. And we also do other programmings outside the temple. Personally, we consult other professional stuff, which we bring all those things into the temple. And we have literally given every single breath of our life to make this temple happen, and we are doing. And there are good wishers who are supporting us. There are people who come forward and support us, and we have, first time we are doing this mega gala extravaganza where we want people to come and support and then feel that the bliss of what Saneeswara wants to give us. And especially now, like in this the transit of what's happening this year in the Guru's transit now, and the Saneeshwara transit happening in January, it's going to give prosperity to everybody, and that's the promise he has made. And when he came in Rupa stream, he said, "I'm coming there to make everybody prosperous and wealthy." And he said, "Prosperous is the word." And coincidentally, that's the year when we installed the deity and we did the Prana Pratishta. The recession was taken off the calendar of North America. So it's all like we don't want to use any of these jargons for making it a publicity stunt, but we want to just see that what he said and what's happening now is a reality.
So the reality is sustaining any project is not easy unless you are convinced and you are truly involved. And if I may say, when we are talking about temple, then there is this element of selfless devotion, and which I would say both of them are blessed. Rupaji, once the temple came into being, and I have been to the temple, and the form of Lord Shaneswara is simply, you look at it and you can feel a sense of trance coming to you by his grace. And how was it for you once the dream was translated into reality? Your feeling and anything in particular in terms of being overwhelmed by special grace?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the people who come till today, from the day one we started the temple till today, this people will ask the question, what makes you to open this temple? How guts you makes this temple? And how can you able to make? And up to this time, I never ever feel anything. It's like effortless. He hold my hand, my Guruji, and get up Rupa. He shows the Shani Murti, what is there. Exactly the Murti came here. And he told me to do the Abhishekam. Till now, it's like it's not even a feather weight I'm holding it. That, what I can to explain, I don't know. Without, I didn't feel any problems. Yes.
So
even the problems comes, it's melted like the less than a snow. It disappears very immediately, because I have to purify myself too. That's I have to tell here very importantly. So he is training, he is training me, he is making me like that.
So they have their own way of molding us to do their job, or to complete the task that they have assigned us. And if I mention quickly the reference of Lalitashram. So that is in Thiruvannamalai.
It is in Thiruvannamalai, 7 kilometers away from Thiruvannamalai towards the Sathanur Dam way. That is the ashram was located. And Lord Ramana also came there and do lots of his dhyanam over there. So that the place we've been worship our Guruji's ashram there.
So Shani Maharaj,
these are all the blessings for us.
Indeed. So continuing Sanatan tradition through Shani Maharaj temple, also far away from India. Now Sridharji, talk to us. You mentioned about the upcoming gala, where it is happening, and what are the special features of this, and those of our viewers who want to be a part of that event, how should they proceed?
Yeah, this is the first time we are doing this mega gala extravaganza, as we call. It's a special day. We are doing it on November 10th, Sunday, November 10th at Leonard's Plaza in Great Neck, and it starts at 11 a.m. So we have, very important people in the community coming in. We have elected officials coming in. We have celebrities coming in, and it's going to have a vegetarian lunch, non-alcoholic beverages. A very unique way we are trying to establish that how rich our Vedic culture and heritage is. And we have entertainment-wise. We have classical dancer who's also a film personality. Her name is Divya Unni. She's been so generous. She's not like she's just coming in because she loves the temple. She's coming and performing there that day. And also we have other entertainments and very versatile singers coming and presenting their dedication to Lord Saneeswara. Also, like we have silent auctions, we have some Balavikas children chanting the programs, and it's going to be a very exciting afternoon, and I want every one of you to come and participate. Also, if you want the tickets, you can call me anytime on my cell phone, which is on the flyer. It's 718-781-0885. You can come in, you can meet us. You can come to the temple. The temple is just a stone throw away from here. It's in New Hyde Park and Hillside Avenue. It's a beautiful, high energized place where you should come and experience it. So please don't miss November 10th. Support the temple. It's not like any other temple. It's not another temple in the town, but this is a very special temple where you can feel the richness of our rich heritage. You can feel the prosperity which you can feel from your Grahasthana. And also, it's the first temple in the world outside India. Nowhere in the world there is another Saneeswara temple exclusively dedicated to Shani Bhagwan. So it's the only temple in the whole world. And the Murti, when you come and watch the Murti, he's so smiling and blissful. You'll never have another Murti who's so affectionate, loving, and he comes to you directly. He hears whatever you have to talk to him. Thank you.
So we heard Sridharji, but in order to hear the deity, you need to go there, have darshan. And as he mentioned, it is primarily dedicated to Shani Bhagwan. But as is customary or a part of Sanatana tradition, there is a wonderful form of Lord Ganapati also there. There is Lord Shiva and of course 9 planets and Mother Goddess and everyone.
Hanumanji too. Yeah. And we have all the devatas of Utsava Murti.
One second, huh? Yeah.
No, but they, the deities there, the Mataji and the Hanumanji, of course, they also came to my dream. It's not a temple, we made it. They came to the dream and they told us to make a temple. So every deity in that.
Sorry. Here is a question for you, and this is coming from some of our viewers. When they hear the Rupaji got the dream, they must be thinking, "Why am I not getting any dream?" So, what was it that you were doing in terms of your practices as a part of your sadhana, which you feel might have made you a good sort of receptor to these subtle suggestions?
As I told you, it's my guru's blessing, my mom's divinity, and of course, my wonderful husband's support. Everything was fallen on right place, and it's here for our community, to the future generation, and for the world.
And I must also compliment Sridharji for making it as a center of not just religious and ritual side of our tradition, but also for engaging intellectual interaction by inviting scholars, by making a kind of a dialogue happen. So talk to us about your overall vision in terms of making it a center for disseminating knowledge.
Yeah, temples in those days, if you look at it, was not just a place of worship where you come in like, you feel because you had to go to a temple, you're coming to a temple. But my philosophy and my thought process was to make a place where you have, all activities of what a person requires. So we have this Balavikas program for children. We have this Yuva program for youths who come and do lots of activities and get training and internship. Then we have this dialogue for seniors. and the younger generation, which is called the intergenerational program. We discuss about what we did when we were young, what you can do when you become older, and the sort of intergenerational program which we have on regular basis. Then I have a senior daycare program, which through the temple we do activities for seniors who are not doing anything at home. They come in, they do some yoga, they do some singing, and they have a dialogue about what it is, and also sort of networking program for many people who may think our religion is only about rituals. No, the Vedic aspect, the Sanatana Dharma aspect, and the knowledge of various, sort of Upanishads we have. There is a dialogue and a constant discussion happening regularly over there. That's one of the factors which I totally believe in. Then we have free yoga classes for people who want to come on a Sunday morning. It's open to all. And all these things are mainly towards making a person proud about who they are, proud about their religion, proud about their Vedic heritage. Then we also have this cultural program which we do there. Cultural program is mainly about encouraging young children to be pursuing the arts and heritage of Indian culture. And also we have this interfaith program. Interfaith program is not about each religion coming and talking about their religion, but we take up one particular subject and then we interpret it from various religion. And at the end, when you look at it, it's all the same. Final message is the same. So we are all one.
And what is that final message?
The supreme bliss or attaining the Lord. Jnana is that's what it is.
I would use my word, and that again is your word, and that is to love all. So with love, as we move towards the concluding part of our conversation, Rupaji, this is the moment you, of course, thanked Lord Shani Maharaj, your family. We all thank that they supported it, and indeed he believed in you, in your dream, and has worked wholeheartedly in making it reality. But in addition to these, are there some community members, I'll come to you also, Sridharji, who you feel has been supportive for sustaining and making it happen? Indeed, everything happens by Lord's grace, but then there are some nimitta who come and be a part of the journey.
Right, but that question he has to answer, because he's the one put all the efforts to talk to the people and go around in and out, So he's the right person to explain it.
So he is to my left and the right person.
I mean, I can, I have a list of names who I can say that they really...
Oh, let me add one name, because I saw the flyer also, and I'm aware that among those who are coming for the 10th November Gala, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, chairman of ITV Gold, is also supporting, and other names.
We have Michelle Salagas coming in as one of the guest of honor for there, and Eric Adams from Brooklyn President is also visiting. We have in the pipeline Melinda Katz, who promised to come. We have Tom Swazi, who has promised to come, and also Barry Gordonchik and Gregory Meeks. So I was just joking, saying that it's something like a political meeting rather than a gala. But then he said, it's just a joke. But it was nice. These people have come in. Some of the community leaders, from Swaminarayan Temple, from New York Tamil Sangam, Kannada Kota, and TLCA, and people are coming forward to support us. And there is really, when you come in there, you'll see when I'm putting the PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to thank all these people that they have been so supportive. And overall community, every weekend when we have these 100 people come in, each one of them has encouraged us and given us that inspiration to move to the next week, and that's what it is. I would encourage everybody to look into what their planets are and what the positivity of the planet which is ruling you, so that you can plan your future, you can plan your life based on the Janma Patra you have. And that really plays an important role. And I've seen in the last 3-4 years where we have guided so many people to their success, to their prosperity, to their, expanding the family life. It's been really, really effective. So don't just think that it's all, and push it aside. But pay attention to it, look at it, and if you need any guidance, we are always there to guide you. And we want you to come and talk to our Shani Deva and get the complete bliss what we are enjoying, and we want this whole world to be there. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. That's our prayers. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sridharji. Sarvajana Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. And Shani Maharaj's temple would grow, as well as we all would have the blessing and would have more love, peace, prosperity, and abundance unfolded in our lives. I wish great success from my side, from the side of ITV Gold family for the 10th November Gala, as well as for the sustained success of various creative, constructive, and activities which would make each and every one of us a little bit more culturally sensitive and would help us connect with the beauty of our being, our lives. Sridharji and Rupaji, lots of thanks to you, and thanks for joining us. And thanks to all of you for being a part of this conversation. This is Ashok Vyas.